Hey YouTube, it's Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be drawing Goku from Dragon Ball Z. And this video could potentially be all over the place. I just pulled an all-nighter. I had no sleep last night and I had way too much coffee and my heart is like beating really fast. So it might be a little like shitty and incoherent this video. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have a hard time concentrating too. Alright, so the sketchbook I'm using today is just some mixed media paper. It's nothing special. You can find mixed media paper anywhere. So, yeah. Alright, let's get started. I freaking love this show growing up, so, and I got some requests, so I was kind of excited to do this, so. Alrighty. I'm gonna make it kind of big. Oh, Christ, Jake. Alright, so start off with a circle for the head. And typically I just divide the circle in two. I also kind of gotta be quiet because people are listening to me. Alright. And so I divide the circle into two. I'm just gonna draw the head first, I think. My cat is already running out, and I know he's not. He's playing with cabinet. Son of a bitch. Jake, I know what you want. Here. Oh my god. Jake, calm down. I have to give my cat kitty pot so he'll leave me alone. Alrighty, hopefully my cat's good. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm talking so quietly today because I don't want to disturb some people. Alright, so I'm starting off with the head. I normally start off with the head. And in this picture, Goku's looking down. Kind of. So the head shape's gonna be a little more just, I don't want to say like distorted, but it's gonna be a little more flat. It's not gonna be quite as long or short. And I'm debating on making this video into two parts. One for like the illustrating it, like inking it in watercolor, and then one just for like the pencil lay down. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna do that or not. I might do it though, because I don't want this to be like an hour-long video. But I don't know. We'll see. Alright, that's the basic head shape that I'm going for. Now I'm going to do the body. And I don't draw men very often, so this should be interesting. I pretty much mostly draw women. Alright, so, and I don't really draw muscles, so I'm not really familiar with like muscles on men. But I'm going to try to wing it. And if this turns out terrible, I failed at Dragon Ball Z. I'm not a fan. And I'm debating on drawing just the upper half. So what I typically do when I draw is I get in like the joints first. So it looks like his arms god, Jake. And then his legs. Alright, I'm gonna roughly sketch in the body. And then I kind of have my joints laid down. My cat is like shaking my table and trying to spill my coffee. Alright. So, I think this is probably good because people could kind of see like my weird ass process and like how much erasing I do, and like I feel like you don't really get that when you see someone time lapse it. It almost just like this perfect like thing that just kind of float like drawing that just kind of appeared on the paper. A lot of people edit out their mistakes, and doing it this way, you're pretty much going to see every mistake that I do in this drawing. A lot of erasing, a lot of going back to check your proportions. Alrighty. I kind of have like a weird like winging it style too. It's probably not good. I probably should put everything in my shapes and figure out what everything is first. Alright. I'm not gonna get too insanely detailed with this. So I really didn't get like a lot of requests on YouTube so much to draw Goku as like personal requests. I feel like there's a lot of like guys out there that really idolized this character when they were younger. So, and I was kind of a fan of the show growing up. I mean, I had a little brother, or I have a little brother, and like we'd always watch Toonami after school, and it was pretty fun. I'm probably gonna seem like really ADD because I never draw and talk. So I'm like focusing on the drawing. Yeah, I pretty much stopped watching Dragon Ball Z though, like after the Cell Saga. That's kind of when I stopped, so I'm kind of lost after that. Unfortunately. I used to work with a bunch of guys at my job, and like they were obsessed with Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I could see why. Alright, I'm not really like detailing the muscles. I'm literally just kind of focusing more on the shape. I'll get all that in later. I'm just kind of throwing in lines. This probably isn't going to be like super 100% accurate either. My husband's like really buff and like really into weightlifting, and I know some people that I went to high school with, they kind of inspired them to like weightlift and get stronger. from when they're kids, but my husband actually never watched the show. But I had some neighbor boys that like loved the show, and like one of them went to the Olympics. And I think he really liked this character. Alright, so I'm just kind of throwing in some lines, trying to keep it more dynamic. I don't want it to be stiff, which I don't really know how this is going to turn out. Alright, so that's pretty much the upper torso. Literally didn't detail any muscles, kind of just threw in some messy ass lines, just trying to get the shape. I'm not gonna like draw like the leg, like underneath the clothes. I'm kind of just gonna sort of draw on the pants. Because I am lazy. I sort of kind of know the shape underneath the clothes, so I'm just gonna kind of go with it. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna make this a series. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna draw like an anime character like every Tuesday or something. I don't know. Jake, stop it. We shall see. Okay, you probably didn't even see any of what I just did. I pretty much just drew like some pants. This is gonna be a really buff looking Goku. I'm sort of, I don't want to say stylizing it, but I kind of am going to like drawing it in my own little way. I don't like copying pictures. That really bores the crap out of me. Alright, so I got the head. Alright, so I kind of like just going hot or taking it in my own direction. And going the way I want to go with it, but I still want it to look like Goku. Alright, so there we got the head. Alright, so let me think. Man, I'm making a lot less mistakes than what I thought I would. Alright, so he's looking down. So I think his eyes, I'm actually going to put them a little lower. What I originally had my mark as. So they're kind of just lines. It is an anime character, so it's pretty easy to draw. Alright. So I'm kind of just making some lines like that. The corners of the eyeballs, the top of the eyeballs. And like this. Alright, so his nose, I might end up having to make his face a little slimmer, I don't know. It looks like this is all his nose is, it's just this little tiny line. I don't even know if this is gonna look like Goku, it might look like more like Vegeta. Alright, and then his mouth is, since he's looking down, is a lot closer to his nose. My picture that I'm referencing is really tiny, so yeah, I'm gonna have to slim down his face a little bit. Not a lot though. Okay, now his eyebrows are pretty close to the top of his eye, so gonna go up. They're almost just like on top of his eye. There's no arch to them, so. Oh, I'm gonna clean this up. This may be looking a little crazy right now, but I'm literally just trying to map out where everything goes. But what I can sort of tell now. Something's already off. This is what you get when you don't really plan anything out. You just kind of get on here and wing it. We'll figure it out. Alright. So what's off to me that I'm trying to figure out and plan out a little bit is the head shape. The chin part is way too big. So I just gotta kind of play with the face, or play with the shape of the head. Which might be a little more annoying than I expected. It's kind of an annoying angle because he's looking down. So it's kind of throwing off my eye a little bit. So I'm just kind of playing with the head shape until I just kind of see something that looks right, I guess. It's starting to look a little bit better. Like I said, this probably isn't going to turn out exactly like the picture. Due to like lack of sleep and poor planning on my part. I kind of just wanted to get on here and draw like in real time. It's something I haven't really done before, so. Alright. So. After I fucking with the face when I just need to stop. Alright, so now we're gonna wing some hair. I actually, this may sound really weird, but I find drawing realism a lot easier than cartoons. I don't know why. You'd think it'd be the opposite, but it's not. It's like so weird right now. Like I literally got no sleep last night and I tried to like make up for it by drinking a bunch of coffee. and I swear I feel like I'm having heart palpitations. Alright. That's probably another reason this is kind of coming out a little wonky. Alright, sketching in his hair. Got that crazy Super Saiyan hair thing going on. Actually, trying to think back on like the show a little bit. Like, it's been so many years. I remember my favorite DBZ character was Android 18. I might possibly draw her. I don't know. I'm terrible at drawing anime. I'm not an anime artist. You should leave a comment below telling me what your favorite character is. Alright. My god. This is rough. Goku, what am I doing to your hair? I'm sorry, bro. I definitely want to do a face drawing tutorial. I drew an eyeball, like a time-lapse eyeball. I really want to draw some face tutorials and eyeball tutorials, but I feel like there's so many already on YouTube. I feel like nobody would even give a crap about mine. Especially when I'm like royally fucking up Goku. I'm also really bad at illustrating. I've been practicing because I want to get better because I think illustrating looks super fun. But I haven't quite figured it out yet. Like, I'm okay at painting, but painting and illustrating are surprisingly very different. Like, my brain wants to make things that are very realistic and not very cartoony. So, this is actually harder for me. Goku, your hair, I'm so sorry. Plus my mind's kind of a pile of shit right now because I didn't sleep at all. I think I'm okay with that. That's what we got so far. Alright. I'm gonna, I'm still in this weird sketchy phase. I'm definitely gonna clean it up as I go. I'm kind of doing this in like a really lazy way. If you want to be like a cartoon illustrator or something, don't do it this way. Alright. So I'm going to I'm also trying to be fast because I don't want to make like an hour-long video. Alright. I'm gonna try to throw on some clothes so I don't have to figure out the muscles underneath the clothes. Which you should not do. You should figure everything out first so it's accurate. Alright. Okay. I'm literally just kind of playing around with the shirt. Like, that's kind of how I go about doing things. I literally just kind of play with it until it looks like I think it should. Like, to me, and I'm very sketchy. Like, I draw a bunch of lines, and then I just kind of pick what line later on when I start inking that is the strongest and, like, the one that's gonna work well and make the most sense. Alright. Do you ever, like, not sleep and then your head just feels really funny? Like, you get that weird euphoric, like, I need to sleep or I'm gonna pass out feeling? And then, like, you actually push through your, like, natural body's, like, desire to go to sleep and then you just can't sleep. And then it makes no sense, but you, like, force yourself to stay awake so long. Your body just doesn't want to sleep ever. I used to kind of have a little bit of an issue with insomnia. Not so much anymore, but I guess today's kind of the first time in a long time that I've actually had some insomnia. Alright, I'm just trying to plan out the undershirt. I really want to do a lot more tutorials. I have one. It's like the first time ever talking in front of a camera and it's absolutely like terrible. And I don't really think it helps anybody. But I definitely want to do a lot more tutorials. And they're kind of fun. It kind of helps me too. You know, getting better at drawing. I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm some, like, amazing artist who, like, knows everything, but I don't know. It might be fun. Alright, so I already kind of know I've got to work on these arms a little bit. These arms are kind of off. Got the bicep. Forearms. This is actually the first time I think I've actually, like, drawn legit muscles. I normally draw, like, a bunch of, like, sexy women. I hate drawing hands too. My goodness. I think I literally have only drawn like 3 men in my entire, well, maybe more, but 3 men in my entire life. I need to draw more men. I really do. I have a problem. Jake is being quiet now. Oh, he's sleeping in my chair. Normally, like, he wants to pester me when I'm drawing or painting, especially painting. Last night I was in here doing some watercolors and he knocked off my little watercolor cup that I have the water in. And it got stuff everywhere all over my nice rock. Also, I have sugar gliders. I have 2 little sugar gliders in here and they're pretty quiet right now. Most of the time, one of them's a baby and she's not bonded to me yet and she's like crazy. Like she bites. She's evil. Like the older one, Luna, I might put him on camera sometime. She's like an angel. She loves me. She'll like sleep on me and be like so cute and like won't crab. If anybody has gliders, like they make this insane crapping noise. It sounds terrifying, but it's really not that bad. But I forgot where I was going with this. But like, yeah, sometimes when I talk, she freaks out. The baby one, Ruth, and starts like crabbing, and she's not doing that right now, so I am happy. Alright, so I'm avoiding drawing the hands for the moment. Literally, I just kind of, I don't even know, like, I sort of sketched in the arms, kind of how I saw. I mean, it's not the most perfect thing in the world, but I think it'll do for now. If I actually do, like, a more in-depth tutorial on how to draw men, it won't look this wonky. Alright, I'm making this little band here a little bit thicker. I kind of made it too thin. There we go. Alright, pants. Into pants. Holy shit, my battery is almost dead. I haven't even been drawing that long, you guys. This couldn't have been more than like 20 minutes. Alright. I'm gonna keep going until my battery almost dies, so I'm gonna save it here so I don't lose any. Yeah. So I potentially might make this a part 1 and part 2, just so I get everything in here. Yeah, I think I might do that. Recharge my camera. But I'm gonna get as much done on this video as I can. This is still pretty sketchy and crazy right now. I think what I want to do, just because I love faces, I'm gonna clean up the face a little bit. Got some work to do on this face. Alright, so I might... Damn, this eraser. Pile of shit. Alright. Here's one of these little gummy erasers. I literally lost one of my gummy erasers and I couldn't find it for the longest time. I have cat hair all over them. And I went to get my tripod and it was, my little gummy eraser was like sticking to the tripod. And it's been there sticking to it for like a month and I literally just found it today. Like, my goodness, how is that possible? I have like a couple of these little guys, these little gummy erasers. I love them, but I lose them so easily, and I lose them in the weirdest ways. I don't understand what I do. Alright, I'm kind of getting rid of some of the sketchy stuff. You know, and then I'm gonna make this look a little less crazy. Like, I'm just gonna pull out the lines that I think are good out of all my sketchy lines. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with these ones for the head. It's kind of like threw off my eye, this weird low angle that he is facing. This really isn't. I was hoping like I can make this more into a tutorial, but I really don't even think you can call it that. I have literally explained nothing. I just kind of threw this drawing on here really sloppy. Alright, so I'm just hollowing out the eyes. The eyes are kind of this weird little triangle shape thing. I just don't know how to explain, like, more realistic stuff I feel like I can explain so much better than cartoons. I feel like cartoons are so simplified, it just, I don't know, it confuses me in this weird way. Alright, so the eyebrows. I kind of noticed the eyes. This eye is a little more, well, they're the same size, but I kind of got this one a little weird. Alright. They're these weird triangle shapes, but they really do kind of like taper in quite a bit in the center. Alright. I'm gonna fix the eyeballs. It looks a little better. Still a little wonky, but you know, I'm just gonna go with it. I feel like I've made no sense. I feel like I've just been all over the place. Hopefully next video I won't be so scatterbrained and like sleep deprived. Alright. I think there's also these little lines underneath of his eyes. I think they're just kind of, for some reason, they look good in the picture, but when I just did him, he looks like he's on crack. Interesting. I think I figured it out though. I'm gonna play with this a little bit more, I think. The little lines, if I do them in the corners, it looks a little bit better. Alright, next, the nose is a little weird. Most anime noses are kind of like this. Oh my god. And I've been doing this, or even kind of like this if it's a front view. His is a little more like, I'm not explaining this good at all. It looks a little tiny bit more realistic, like a real nose. Like, then you got the top of the nose, the nostrils. It's kind of like that. Yep. Good job. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, it's not, it's kind of, I don't know how you describe that shape. It's just a little more forward facing, less pointy nose. Yep, that's how we're gonna say this. There we go. A little crazy, but it's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. I think Goku is like stoned, but you know. Alright, I'm gonna just do these ears. The ears are kind of little C shapes. I remember in the show, they always had the biggest ears. Especially with some character, Krillin, like, he was bald and his ears were always like really emphasized. Well, that was kind of funny. It definitely had an interesting style, I think. Alright. So I just kind of made some C shapes. Gonna draw in the ear like so. Alright. There we go. These eyes, something is throwing me off. I'm kind of unsure why. Maybe the eyebrow on this side needs to be thicker. I just feel like one is a little off somehow. There we go. He looks very angry, but it looks better to me. Alright. I am just going to rough out some hair again, but you know, figure it out a little better. I'm getting rid of some of this extra sketchy lines that I don't need. I was kind of thinking for my next character I might draw Ryuk from Death Note. I drew him, but not on my channel. I really like that character for some reason. I actually love that whole freaking show. That and Attack on Titan. So good. I'm pretty nerdy. My husband makes fun of me because I watch anime. But I got him to watch Death Note and Attack on Titan, and I think he was like really into them. Like he watched like, all the series, like the whole show of Death Note, and as much as Attack on Titan as we could. I actually kind of like fan art. Fan art's pretty fun. I mean, when you're actively fucking up the fan art, like I am now, you know, it's not so fun, but I mean, I guess it is still fun. Okay. His hair is not perfect. I'm already aware of this. Pretty sure he's got some, like, clumps of hair that aren't really accurate. Anime hair is so freaking hard to draw. I don't know what it is. They have, like, this really nice flow to their hair that I never can really mimic. Alright. I'm so surprised. All my animals are being really good right now. I don't understand. But I'm not complaining though. Yeah, you guys should leave in the comment section below what you want me to do next. I'm pretty much up for anything. And this is the first time I've drawn a male, like a guy, in probably a solid 2 years. Alright, so I got the face. If anything, I think this is just really good practice. I could draw a lot of women, but I struggle really hard with anatomy. Like, I kind of fucked myself because I sort of got in this, like, when I first started drawing, well, that was like a long time ago since I was like a kid, but like, I just drew faces, and I drew a lot of faces, and I think that's kind of what originally got me, you know, started in art and drawing and kind of got me introduced to it. But that's all I did. I did horses and faces. So, and then, so now I'm kind of like slacking in the anatomy department. And also I just tried to do like painting and stuff, like trying different mediums, because I just kind of got stuck in the, like, doing everything in pencil, which isn't bad. I mean, it's kind of the basics, but, you know, I just want to get better and learn. Alright, right now I'm kind of just drawing the clothes, or the wrinkles in his clothes. Still not drawing them hands. We'll get there. Alright, my camera's probably gonna die and I'm probably gonna have to make a part 2. So before it dies, I'm gonna try to do a hand. So you can see a hand. Alright, so I'm gonna start drawing some knuckles. He's got pretty big manly hands. I'm gonna do some fingers. I'm gonna look pretty crazy. Alright. Holy crap. Goku's got some giant ass hands. And destroy. You know what? We're just gonna go with it. Alright. And then you actually kind of see the bottom of his palm right here. So we're just gonna go with it. And then there's a thumb. Don't know if you can tell. Not the best, but it's gonna work. Alright. And he's got his little, I don't even know, little sweatband thingies. I'm almost tempted just to do this whole thing in pencil. That's gonna be my hands. Alright. Q. This one hand. I put some lines dividing in this forearm a little bit. I think it'll look a lot better when I get rid of some of the sketchy stuffs. I might go for the other hand. Let's do it before my camera dies. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly, I think for part one it's just like the basic undersketch, sort of like how I do this. Part two, I'm gonna probably do this off camera. I'm gonna erase all of the sketchy lines and then just keep these bold thick lines that I just drew on over top of it. I'm gonna keep them and I'm gonna erase all those lines. And then then part two, I'm gonna ink all of it in. I'll do it on camera. It's gonna be a pile of shit because my brain is slowly starting to shut down on me. I can already feel like the fatigue. So I'm gonna somehow manage to ink this in with no sleep, and it probably will turn out terrible. And I don't know if I just want to shade it in with pencils or if I want to use like color pencils, watercolor, have some Copics. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I hardly know anything about any of these mediums, so I'm still learning. The struggles of teaching yourself everything. Alright, this hand's gonna be a little crazy, but, you know. I'm gonna go as long as I can until my camera dies. Goku's got some giant ass hands. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna start, I think once I draw in the outline of the pants. That might be a good stopping spot for part one. I don't know. I'm just gonna see. It's the only place I could really think of that actually needs like going over with some finalizing lines. I don't know. not finalizing lines, but my base lines out of the sketchy lines. Surprisingly, I don't know what it is about folds and clothes, but it's weirdly therapeutic and it's not that horribly difficult for me. There's kind of a nice little flow you gotta follow. Feel migraine starting to set in. It's kind of weird though, I don't know what it is, but sometimes when I'm really sleep deprived is when I draw out the best. Like my mind just feels like really automatic and like I just kind of go in this weird trance and it kind of just flows. I don't know why. That sounds really weird, but it's strangely true. And I've actually kind of heard some other artists say things that are similar, like their best drawing time when they feel the most in the zone is at night when they're sort of tired. Their mind, like your mind just kind of shuts off and you just kind of automatically just work. And I'm kind of feeling that way now. It's kind of weird though. I only get that way with drawing. I don't get that way with painting. Painting I have to think way too hard. Drawing I can kind of just shut my mind off and just kind of let it go. Just kind of let it flow. Alright. It's not amazing, but I think it'll work. I don't know if you could see. That's sort of what I got so far. Alright. I'm gonna put some necklines in. It's so funny, like, I watch people draw cartoons or like cartoonish figures and I feel like they block everything in and they like, I don't know, they put the pieces together and just kind of, you know, let it go. I feel like I literally just sketched it. I don't know. I feel like that's, if you're just starting, that's not the best way to go.